Mal. Welcome to part 2 of the All My Dolls series I'm doing. If you haven't gone and watched part 1, I recommend doing so because it's the first part of the series. You should, you know, it's a great video. Plus it's like part 1, you know what I mean? Give you a little bit of a recap. I plan on posting a new part to the All My Dolls series until we reach the end, once a month until we get done with it. I think there's like 5 parts. There might be 6 now. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be 5 parts, so yeah. Anyways, I'm so excited. So I feel like without further ado, let's get started. Also, really quickly before we get started, I want to say that today, when I'm posting this, May 15th, it's my graduation day. So when you're watching this, I'm probably either done with graduation or at the graduation thing, getting ready to go to it, you know. So yeah, that's kind of exciting, I guess. So I thought I would throw that in. Okay, so in part 1, we talked about 2009 through 2012. So we're going to be picking up with 2013. For Valentine's Day in 2013, I got the Girl of the Year of 2013, Miss Sage. Oh my goodness, Sage is such a pretty doll. I love her so much. I remember the first time I took out her braid, I cried. But honestly, I don't regret it now because look at her like gorgeous long and like beautiful red hair. She's just so pretty. So the next doll that I got, which we kind of have a story about this one. So in February of that year, I got Gwen, or who I thought was supposed to be Gwen from Chris's Best Friend, you know, 2009. But I had figured out last year, no, I think it was in 2020, or maybe it could have been 2021. Yeah, 2021, I figured out that my Gwen is not the Chris's Gwen. She's number 12. So, yeah, but I'm not going to, like, change her name or anything because she's so sweet. So, I technically don't have a Gwen in my collection, guys. Like, all this time I thought I had a Gwen. Turns out it was number 12 all this time. And I've also found out that the scam that people do selling their number 12 dolls, putting her in the Gwen meat outfit, because she came with the whole meat outfit Gwen and everything. That's pretty common in the community, which is very sad. But anyways, my aunt actually found her in Florida. She was on Craigslist, and my mom was like, hey, can you please go get this doll for her? We really want to get this to her for Valentine's Day. And yeah, my aunt agreed. In March of 2013, I got Sonali off of Craigslist. This was back when Craigslist was not a scary... Oh my gosh, Gwen fell down. I'm so sorry. I had to be a doll mom for a minute. Oh my god, are you okay? Where was I? Oh, in March, I was talking about Craigslist, yeah. Back then, Craigslist wasn't like a big scam as it is now, and like people like were actually like people, you know, they weren't like scary, you know what I mean? Yeah. So anyways, so we found Sonali. I think she was actually outside of the United States. Like, she came from a really far away place. She's very cute, she's very sweet. I love Sonali. Definitely recommend Sonali for anyone who wants her. For Easter of 2013, I got Cecile. Oh my goodness, Cecile's so pretty. I love her so much. Actually, she came from my grandparents on my dad's side. And I remember I wanted her for Easter. And I remember like the excitement and the suspense building up because she was my last like character doll that I needed to complete like my whole like character collection, because I had all the Girl of the Year dolls, and then I had all of the historical characters, including the best friends when I was little. And so I was like, okay, Cecile's my last one. I want to get Cecile so bad, you know? And I remember when I got her for Easter, I think I cried. Like, I'm not kidding you, I cried. It was like, yeah. For my birthday in 2013, I got number truly me, number 39, who is named Eva, but she's also known as Minnie Mal. Because she looks like me. At the time, she didn't look like me, so that's why her name is Emma instead of, you know, Minnie Mal or like, you know, whatever. She came with a charm bracelet. They used to come with charm bracelets, and the outfits that you got used to come with charms back then. She's my American Girl, and it's our university, you know, so... For my birthday in 2013, we actually went to Kansas City, and I got to go to the American Girl Kansas City store. It's my first time ever going there on my birthday. Usually my birthday does not fall on a day where I get to go to the American Girl store. It only happened twice since 2009, 2013, and then 2019. It happened again. So those days are really special to me. But for my birthday, I wanted a boy doll in my collection. And so when GOTS came out with their boy dolls, Pottery Barn Kids, GOTS, Henry, I just knew I had to add him in my collection. So this is my next doll. He's a Pottery Barn GOTS doll. Henry, he's super cute. I don't know where. He's usually wearing a St. Louis Cardinals baseball hat. I don't know where that went. For Christmas of 2013, I got number 29, whose name is Anna. Oh my goodness, I love Anna. She's so sweet. She's such a pretty doll. Number 29 is just stunning. I love number 29. I love all the dolls, personally. She also has a necklace with the charms on it. She's, you know, My American Girl, and I started university happened back then. We have reached 2014. I know, 2014 was a iconic year, let me say that, first of all. So starting in 2014, I really wanted my parents to take me to a Girl of the Year release on January 1st because you get free goodies and you get, like, it's just the whole experience that they just, like, Girl of the Year events back then was like really drawn out. They had dancers come in. They had like all these fun crafts and activities happening. Plus you got like a free thing for like attending and stuff. It was crazy, and it was like this big thing where it's like, oh, did you go to the January 1st, you know, release of her? You didn't? Wow, because I did. Well, it wasn't like that, but like, you know what I mean. It was just this like big deal and stuff. So I really wanted my parents to take me, and I got them to I talked them into taking me to Isabelle's release in 2014, and I bought the doll. They would not buy me a doll because they thought it was so close to Christmas, and then like, if you want to get a doll and you want to get some of her collection, you're gonna have to save up your money for that. Like, I wanted to go to her release since like the summer, and so I worked really hard and I saved up my money, and then since then I saved up all of my money for the Girl of the Year releases. So yeah, and for my other dolls too, you know, like I say that, but I was mostly really focused on the Girl of the Year releases when I was little. So yeah, I got Isabelle, and she's super duper fun. I love her so much. She's such a pretty dolly, and I actually went to her movie premiere too. I also went to Sage's as well. Your girl was, yeah, we went to a lot of events at the American Girl Kansas City store, and now they're just like so special since the store closed. It's like, oh. Yeah. The next doll I have, which you kind of got introduced to her in part 1 because the camera kept focusing in on her, is Miss Sammy. She is Be Forever Samantha. When I heard that American Girl was coming out with Samantha again, I was like, oh my gosh! I was so excited because she was never out when I started collecting, so it was like really exciting. Plus I had Pleasant Company Samantha, so I wanted to get the Be Forever Samantha to kind of compare and have in my collection. And her name is Sammy, like I said. I actually didn't get to attend the Be Forever release because I was sick, and I was so sad. I was like crying, you know, because I was like, I can't attend the release. So my mom and dad, they surprised me. American Girl used to have personal shoppers at each and every one of their American Girl store, and so I had a personal shopper in Kansas City. Her name is Bailey. Shout out to Bailey. I love her so much. I hope she's doing well. So they surprised me, and Bailey got me, they went to Bailey to order Be Forever Samantha, along with the goodie bag that you got at the release and her accessories. And I remember Bailey, she wrote me like a cute little sweet note that I still have saying, oh, I hope you'll enjoy her. I hope you feel better soon. And yeah. And actually, guys, she was my first doll opening video ever posted on YouTube because I just made my YouTube channel around the release. So that's kind of weird. Don't go watch her opening video because I'm sure it's bad. Don't go watch it, please. Do a girl a favor. Don't go watch that video. The next doll I have is the Pottery Barn GOTS Parker boy doll. So this was, let me tell you his story. I got him for Christmas in 2015 from my mom and dad. He was the last present I opened that day, and I really wanted number 25 for Christmas, and so my mom didn't want me to get really disappointed and get so over the moon excited thinking that it was 25 when it wasn't. It was a doll that I also wanted. I'm so glad to have in my collection. I love the GOTS dolls. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. However, from my grandparents, I did get number 25 that year-ish. So they actually got me number 39, but I already had number 39. So then they're like, okay, well, when you go to the store for Grace's event, you know, for the Girl of the Year 2000, I'm so confused. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, guys. Big brain. So Parker was Christmas 2014, Vanellope Truly Me number 25 is Christmas 2014. I thought it was 15. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Anyways, so when I go to the Girl of the Year event for 2015, they're like, you can just exchange or get a doll that you want. So since I already had enough money for Grace, I didn't really want to like exchange her to get her for the Girl of the Year that year. So I just got another Truly Me doll that I wanted. I just exchanged her for 25 that I wanted that year. And so that's what I did. I picked her out and stuff. And yeah, that was like kind of like my first time ever getting like 2 dolls at once at an American Girl store. So I didn't really know how to react. I was like, oh my gosh, this is huge, this is big. So ever since Isabelle, it was a tradition to attend the Girl of the Year releases. So I got Grace. However, I did not get her on January 1st. I did not even go on January 1st. I got her on January 2nd, which is close enough. I still got the free goodies because they did like a weekend kind of thing of it. Like over the next like 3 days or 2 days, you still, if you went and you bought something, you still got the free like goodies and stuff. You didn't get to participate in like the big events that they had on January 1st, but you still got the free kind of giveaway. So yeah, it was still really fun. I loved it. I didn't get to go on January 1st because we had a situation, a family situation that happened. So yeah, didn't get to go then, but it's totally okay because I got a perfect Grace. She's so sweet and I love her. And she is the doll that got me into learning French. I took French in high school and I actually took her to school on one of my last days as a senior. So a release that I did get to go to was Mary Ellen's release. Oh my goodness, I love Mary Ellen so much. She's such a cute little doll. She's very sweet. She's very cute. Her release was so much fun. For Christmas that year, I got Truly Me 33 Emmy. They stopped doing, I think this is like the whole rebrand into Truly Me, so they didn't do, she came with like the new meat outfit. They didn't do any of like the necklaces, Interstar U, you couldn't get that anymore. Because they did a big rebrand and they took away with that. So yeah, I got Emmy. She's Truly Me number 33. Love this girl so much. Okay, so first of all, I wanted this doll since 2013, okay? So I had a name picked out for her and everything. I wanted to name her Isabella, but then Isabelle came out. So then I was like, oh, well, oh well, I can still name her that. But my mom, when I got her, my mom was like, oh, what are you going to name her? And I'm like, oh, her name's going to be Isabella. And my mom was like, don't name her that. Name her something else because it's too similar to Isabelle. And like, I agree, it is too similar to Isabelle. But like, I really was stuck on the name. She's like, why don't we name her Emmy? And I was like, Emmy? I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, her name's Emmy and I think it suits her so good. Next up, we have Leah. She's the Girl of the Year 2016. I got to go on her release on January 1st to pick her out and, you know, to enjoy all of the fun activities that they did and had and stuff like that. Now we're on to summer of 2016. I got my first ever Willy Wisher doll, Miss Willa. I got her from Toys R Us. When my local Toys R Us got the Willy Wisher dolls in, I remember going with my grandma and I remember being so excited. It's very cute, such a fun day. When I got Willa, I was going through such a tough time, and I kind of talk about it in the Q&A video that I posted a few months ago. So yeah, I didn't really give her as much attention like she deserved. I feel really bad about that now. Yeah, I was just such a horrible doll mom during that because during the tough time, I fell out of love with my dolls, which is so sad and I can't even imagine doing now because I just love them so much. They're my children. So it was a very sad time, and I remember when I got her, I was excited. I was very excited that I got her and stuff, but it wasn't really that initial excitement that I always felt for my dolls. It was kind of like I don't really know how to describe it, but it was so sad. Next event that I attended, a release at the American Girl store that I attended, was Melody's. I got her on her release weekend. It was very nice. Melody's such a pretty doll. I love her so much. She's such a stunning queen. Just like Willa, we were going for Rush Patch, and so I did not give her the amount of attention that she deserved then because we fell out of love with dolls. I'm not gonna lie, I did, and I hate to admit that because my dolls are like my everything now. They're like my children, they're my lock screen, they're like my home screen. I literally find a way to bring them up in any single conversation ever, and I will not shut up about them because I love them so much. they're my kids. They're my children. What can I say? I'm a doll mom. And it's not like I didn't like her because I loved her. It's just the fact that I just wasn't into my dolls. Like, I didn't really pick up any dolls. I didn't really, like, feel the love that I felt for them before, you know, and I was just kind of just out of touch with them. Despite not being into dolls, I did go to the January 1st release, and I did get Gabby, as she was the girl of the year of 2017, so I went with her release, and guys, she is the doll that got me back into dolls. Like, I kid you not, made me feel all kinds of love all over again for my dollies. And I don't really know why. I don't really know the thing that's about her, why she got me into my dolls again, but she just did. I remember going to her release, and I kind of thought it was going to be the last Girl of the Year release that I was going to go to, because I wasn't really, it's so sad. I wasn't really into my dolls, and I want to cry now saying that. Obviously it wasn't. I mean, look at me over here. Thank goodness it wasn't the last one. I had such a fun time at the release. I remember getting all the stuff back the night, and again, I wasn't very excited like for my dolls like I should, so I just kind of just left her stuff sitting there in my room and just was on to the next thing, you know. Didn't really have time, and my mom's like, when are you gonna open this stuff? Like, you just bought it. Like, you usually just open it right away. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. So anyways, it was really late at night, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to open this stuff, because why not, you know? So I opened it, and I felt all kinds of the excitement again. Like, I was, like, back into my dolls and all the love, and I remember opening her, and I was just like, yeah, I just remember sitting in my bedroom just, like, ripping stuff, like, ripping it all open, because I was just so excited, and, like, I just can't explain the feeling. So she got me back into my dolls, so yeah, love Miss Gabby. The next doll I have is Miss Minnie Grant. I got her at her release weekend, and it was so much fun going to her release weekend and stuff like that. It was so much fun. I loved it. I actually took my little cousin with me that weekend too, and she absolutely loved it. She got, I think we bought her a doll that day too, and it was just so much fun. And actually, guys, what's really special about my Minnie and my Logan, which you're going to meet here in like a minute or two, I was so worried. So this was back in 2017, okay? I was on Instagram. I was a heavy AGIGer. I was really involved into it because I just got back into my dolls, and I kept it with everything up. Like, I was like one of those like cool people, you know? And so I remember hearing all of this stuff, like saying how stores are running out of Logan dolls and Minnie, but mostly Logan stuff, and I was like freaking out because I wanted to go to my local store that weekend, and I wanted to pick them out myself, and so I was freaking out. So I actually called Kansas City, and I was like, hey, could you please pull me a Minnie and Logan doll, because I don't want them to sell out, because that's what I'm going to buy this weekend. And they were so kind, and they pulled me one, and actually I got told when I got up there that they had all the employees looking for all the Minnie and Logan dolls. Mostly all the employees, or a handful, some of them, looking for all the Minnie and Logan dolls to find me perfect ones, and I really appreciate it because I think I got a amazing Minnie and a amazing Logan. So alrighty guys, now we are on to Logan. Oh my goodness, I love Logan so much. He's so cute. He's such a cool little boy. I'm so happy American Girl decided to come out with boy dolls, because I think it was so needed, because you know, boys play with American Girl dolls too. It's not just all girls, or all just people who look like girls or maybe act like girls. It's everyone plays with dolls. So I'm really glad that they included, you know, a bit diversity in the line, and not in the line, in the brand, I should say. Action! We're on to Z now! I thought that'd be a cute way to, like, you know, bring her into the video, because, you know, she's a filmmaker, YouTuber, like I am, you know. This is Z. I went to her release as well, her release weekend, and it was so much fun. Oh my goodness. Not really much was happening though, because, so, fun fact about this doll. You all are gonna, yeah, this is gonna show you how crazy I am for my dolls, okay? Like, this is bad. She came out when it was like a really bad weekend. Bad weekend, I mean tornadoes, severe weather. And my parents were like, I don't think we should go to Kansas City this weekend now, even though it's her release weekend. I don't think we should go. It's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. So my parents, because I wanted to go to this release weekend so bad, they were like, okay, I guess we'll go. I really pushed them into letting me go, and nothing happened. We were fine, but like it was kind of scary though, driving through like tornadoes and stuff. Like we never saw one, we just heard the sirens and in different towns, but you know, we got her. Nothing bad happened. The bag became secured. It was fun. I probably should mention I do not recommend driving through severe weather of any kind to get a doll or go to the American Girl store, okay? That's not what I'm promoting. Don't be a Mal. Don't pull them out. Don't do it. This is Chrissy. She is Chrissa, Girl of the Year 2009. She is my second Chrissa doll, so let me explain. I saw her and her sister Julie, which her name's Jules, which you'll meet here in a minute, at a flea market locally. I bought them both with intentions to sell them, to resell them, because they were like pretty cheap. So I posted them on Craigslist because Craigslist was like the only big thing back then besides eBay. And like I didn't really want to go on eBay, you know. So, and I could never sell them over the past few months. So I was like, okay, well that's okay, I guess. And so they kind of were just in the doll room for a little bit, for a while. And I was like, it was either my mom's idea or my idea. It was like, well, they're kind of already part of the doll room now. It's kind of weird to just like sell them. So they were just added to my doll family. So this is Christy's sister, who she was with at the flea market. This is a Julie doll, but her name is Jules. So we renamed her to be Jules. So she's kind of like Julie's twin, but like not really Julie's twin. It's kind of weird. This is Rose. Her actual name is Sydney Rose. That's her full name, but we just call her Rose. She's Truly Me, number 68. I could never remember her number, but I'm pretty sure she's 68. She is my One Direction loving doll. She loves them so much. She is basically my One Direction obsession in a doll. The story about how I got her is so cute. She's actually a gift from one of my really good doll friends. I don't know if she wants me to say her name in this video or not. But yeah, that day was insane. Up next is Nanea. So first of all, you are probably like, Mal, that is not Nanea. She has brown eyes instead of hazel. Let me tell you this crazy story. So I actually sent in her and a couple other of my dolls to the free eye exchange. So quick American Girl history lesson for those who don't know. Starting in 2017, Nanea was the first official doll besides the Create Your Own dolls. And I think some of the Create Your Own dolls actually, I think a select few had like the good eyes. So there's this whole thing with the good eyes and bad eyes. So American Girl switched their eye style with how they made eyes. So instead of the American Girl doll's eyes kind of having like a metal rounding around them, they used plastic. This caused the dolls to kind of look like they're shocked, or maybe kind of look like that they were kind of going to the bathroom a little bit. They just kind of just weren't looking at you. They were looking up instead of at you with their eyes. Yeah, a lot of people were not a big fan of that. So American Girl offered a free eye exchange where you can send your dolls who had this, what they call the bad eyes, so the eyes that was looking up and were made with like plastic rounding instead of metal, to the doll hospital, and they would switch their eyes out to put good eyes in. So the eyes, not the guys, what in the world? So the eyes that were looking at you and had the metal rounding around them. My Nanea, she had hazel eyes, okay, when I first got her. I actually got her at the St. Louis store. She's my only doll and my first doll to come from the American Girl St. Louis store. I love that store so much. Holds a special place in my heart, just like Kansas City, because those two were my closest stores. And now they're gone, and we're not going to cry. We're not going to cry in this video, okay? I was like on the fence about sending her in to begin with. I was like, okay, if I get a call, it's going to be Nanea, her head melts. Like, I don't know, I just had this feeling that her head was going to melt or something was going to happen to Nanea. American Girl actually gave her brown eyes instead of hazel, so she's kind of like my own custom doll that I didn't know that I was going to get. So Anyways, they did offer to, you know, replace the eyes again and give me the correct ones and stuff, because I was like, oh my gosh, I was freaking out. I was like, I would love to get a Nanea, you know, with her hazel eyes at the store someday, but at the same time, I'd kind of like to do it maybe when the St. Louis store reopens, if it ever does, since I got my original one in St. Louis. I think it would be weird if I got another one, and she didn't come from St. Louis, or she didn't come from, like, Kansas City or somewhere close, you know? So American Girl, you need to reopen the American Girl St. Louis store and the American Girl Kansas City store if you're watching this. This is Felicia. She is Be Forever Felicity. I got her at the American Girl Kansas City store, so I went there for my birthday, and I actually ordered a Be Forever Felicity doll before I went up there, because I knew that the Kansas City store, they did not sell Felicity, Be Forever Felicity. Be Forever Felicity actually came out when Teddy and Logan were released, so they had 3 doll releases that day. And then she was quick little history story, American Girl history. I know, I'm giving you all the facts today. Come on. Wow, look at me. American Girl, when she first came out, the only stores that had her was the flagship stores, LA, Chicago, and New York, and then you could also order her online or through the catalog. So my store, you know, they didn't have her, so I was like, okay, well, since they don't have her, I guess I'm just gonna order her online. So that's what I did before I went to the Kansas City store, all right? And so I was talking to some of the employees, you know, I was like, yeah, I ordered Felicity. I don't even know how it came up, but I was like, yeah, I ordered Be Forever Felicity. I'm a bit scared because you know, I was very picky. I'm still very picky. I was very picky back then still with how my dolls looked, okay? And so I was like, yeah, I was kind of scared that, like, I'm not gonna like her or whatever, because, you know, she just looks off to me or something, you know? Even though all American Girl dolls are perfect, I'm just so picky, you know? One of the employees were like, well, we actually sell Felicity. I'm like, you do? Since when? They're like, well, we just got her in, like, a few weeks ago, and she's in the back. We only got a certain number in. Let us go get you some out of the back. So they brought me 6 dolls. They only had 6 dolls of Felicity, okay? And they haven't even put her out yet, okay? I don't even know if they pulled one out for display, okay? So anyway, so they let me look through them, and you're like, if you want to, do you want the accessories? Because we can get you the accessories as well. And I was like, yeah, I'd like the accessories too. So they literally pulled stuff from the back for me, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, such a fangirl moment, still fangirling over, and I was just so happy because, you know, she came from Kansas City. That's my favorite place in the world. This doll, I feel like everyone knows because she's been all over my Instagram lately, and she's just so iconic in the doll room. It's Truly Me number 58. Allie, she is my Disney doll. She's been to Disney World 2 times. She hasn't been to Disneyland yet. I have gone to Disneyland since I got her, and I didn't take her, and she still's mad at me. She's so mad at me still. So when we go to LA later this year, because we're going for the new AG store that's opening, I'm so excited I can't even talk, can't you tell? She will probably be the doll that gets to go. She just needs to go to Disneyland. It needs to happen. Okay, so the second to last doll that we are going to talk about today is Gracie. She is my second Grace Thomas doll. Grace is the Girl of the Year 2015. She's a Grace doll. So I actually got her in December of 2000, what year are we on, 17? Real quick story time about her. Me and my mom, we used to buy the Girl of the Year doll at the end of the year, a couple of the Girl of the Year dolls at the end of the year, and we'd resell them locally because they would always sell out, and then families locally would miss out, so we would always buy we would buy like 2 or 3, and we would sell them on Craigslist, you know, for families who didn't have time or didn't, you know, get a chance to order. She was sitting in a closet since December 2015, and I felt so bad. It was summer of 2017 when my mom was cleaning out the closet. She found her in there, and she's like, well, I think we're still going to resell her maybe when Christmas comes along, the holiday season comes along. Okay, so why don't we just put her in her unopened box? She was still unopened, brand new in the box, in the doll room. Okay, so she was just sitting on the table in the doll room for the longest time during the summer, and then I remember I was like, oh, this is so sad, she can't see anything, she's probably so scared. So then I like sat her up and put her by Grace's area. Big mistake, I'll tell you that. It was a big mistake of my mom to let me put her put her in the doll room, okay? Because girly got attached. I got so attached to her. I was like, Mom, this is so sad. She can see everything. She's standing by Grace's bakery. It was Christmas time. And I was like, this is so sad that she's still in her box for Christmas and stuff. My mom was like, okay, she never got around to selling her. And she's like, okay, you can open her. So I opened her, and she's been a part of the doll room ever since, you know? So now we are on to our last doll in this video. I'm kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really sad. But next month, right? I'm gonna post another part of the All My Dolls video next month, and it's gonna be epic. So this is Truly Me, number 13. Her name's Jenny. However, I spell it a unique way. Jenni. I remember I got her and I was so surprised that it was number 13 because number 13 I didn't really, there's a couple few dolls where, you know, they're out but you don't really pay attention to, and so like you know that they exist but you like don't really pay attention to them and stuff. She was one of those, and so when I got her I was like, oh, alright, but I love it. You know, I feel like that's the best way to get dolls when they're unexpected, because then it's so special and you get to look back on the day being like, oh yeah, I had no idea I was gonna get you, and then you're like, oh yeah, this is what happened that day. I feel like that's like the best thing to get dolls, you know? I don't know, that's just my opinion. Alrighty everyone, so that was All My Dolls part 2. I like to say I did have an outfit change and a time change, so you're not going crazy if you notice that. I started this video yesterday and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have enough time before work to get this video done, okay? I didn't. So, and then after work, I was wearing work clothes, so I didn't want to film. I didn't want to change my clothes again, and plus it was like the evening, and so like the lighting would have been weird. So I was like, okay, I'll just film this tomorrow. Like, it's all good. So, yeah, that's what we did. So sorry if you were like, what in the world's happening? So, I hope you all enjoyed this part 2 of the All My Dolls series. Part 3 is next month in June. Oh my goodness, that part 3, it gets a bit wild and nuts. So thanks for watching this video, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram if you haven't done so already. It's the same name, Dollies and Rainbows. It's really fun. I post new videos on my YouTube channel and my Instagram TV every single Sunday. Be sure to check me out on TikTok as well. It's really fun on there. Same name, Dollies and Rainbows. Check out my doll themed podcast as well. It's called the Doll Mom Podcast. I just posted a new episode with one of my favorite doll friends. Okay, her name's Monica. She runs the Instagram account Kim Girl, which I literally call her Instagram account American Girl. So, anyways, you should definitely go check that out because we talk about all fun things, especially the LA store and stuff like that. It's such a fun. It was so much fun getting to talk to her. And it's such a good episode, so you should definitely go listen to it. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below, what is your Truly Me doll look-alike or your favorite Truly Me dolls? Because in this video, I introduced you to my American Girl Truly Me dolls. That is not all the Truly Me dolls that I have, but I just started the collection in 2013 in part 2 of this video, showing you. So, comment down below which Truly Me doll you think most looks like you, or if you don't have a Truly Me doll that most looks like you, maybe it's like a character doll, let me know that one too, or maybe your favorite Truly Me doll in general. So comment down below if you're able to. I'd love to hear your all's responses. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to tell you. I'll see you next time. Bye! Thank you.